and it's coming up next. Stephen Kennedy gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Standing in, Neil Mathis, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run here, leading off the ball game. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and you've got to love when you start a game with a bang like this. The first hit of the game, and doink, right off the foul pole for a homer. If that's a sign of things to come, we're going to see some offensive fireworks all game long. Great for the fans, but for the pitchers, not so much.
Stepping in, Alan Wayne, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. The 3-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Delgado. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Standing in now, Antonio Quevedo. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Nope. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Delgado, the runner at second with one away. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
One out and a runner on second base. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with two away now.
Right fielder.
So striding forward now, Christopher Turley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing at the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball one. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Froze him for strike three, and that retires the side. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up. The Bulls are in front here, 1-0. Emil Amaya, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Ready now, Darren Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Swanson going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Into the box now, Jesus Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Amaya offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get it a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Here's the 0-1 pitch. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Joaquin Dominguez. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 pitch. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Alonso on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Bulls lead it 1-0. At the plate, Omar Alonso.
Center fielder, Omar Alonso.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Alonso stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. Is playing up the middle and center field here, but most often he can be found in right. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
At the plate, Steven Swanson, and he's hoping to get things turned around here in April, entering play with an average down in the 220s. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Set to deal on 2-2, and he got him.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Into the box, Juan Spanos. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Dominguez is there. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, catcher, Alexi Rubio.
Stepping in, Alexi Rubio, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's set, and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped him up. Haynes waits on it, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Bulls are in front here, 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Garrett Sargent carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one.
Sargent.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Benito Quinones. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. A pitch out. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slow bouncer to the right side. That winds up foul. The 1-2. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Francisco Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 2 home runs, and a dozen RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. At the plate, Neil Mathis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. In there, and it's even at 1. And that misses. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Dominguez has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Alan Wayne.
Digging in to try it again, Alan Wayne, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Striding forward now is the DH, Francisco Delgado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Delgado has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Stepping in now, Antonio Quevedo, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Delgado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. In the dirt here, and a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
In now, Christopher Turley. And this one's in the dirt. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Standing in now, Omar Alonso, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Quevedo is on his way home. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box, Steven Swanson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Quinones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Bulls lead it 4-0. Now at the plate, Dwayne Bentz, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. Nope. And a fastball just a bit up.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Seared down the first baseline. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Howard Haynes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Darren Garcia pulled toward right center field. Alonso moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Jesus Sanchez, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Bentz at second with two down. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So striding in, Juan Spanos comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And that one just missed outside. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Alexi Rubio as he drives a liner to right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Derek Cruz answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Number 34, Derek Cruz.
Standing in now, Neil Mathis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Alan Wayne checked his swing there and pops this one up. And no one will get this one. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box now, Francisco Delgado.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Antonio Quevedo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch. There's a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. 1 run is scored.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
In now, Christopher Turley as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 2-0 on the way. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Digging in and looking for more, Omar Alonso. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 4 runs here in this half inning. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Van Slyke is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Coming to the plate now, Scott Van Slyke. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now at the plate, Joaquin Dominguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
That's a ball.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I got 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 4th home run here in the early going. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Now batting, catcher, Garrett.
Standing in now, Garrett Sargent. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Here it comes. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Standing in, Benito Quiñones. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Benito Quiñones.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Sargent, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Digging in, Steven Swanson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Left fielder, Steven Swanson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but fouls. Another payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Cabrera has a play. 1 out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in once again, Juan Spanos. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. hard hit ball to second. To his right, Bentz. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 1, Alexi Rubio.
Striding in, Alexi Rubio. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Bentz comes up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Bulls are in front here, 8-1. In now, Francisco Cabrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Down the first base line. Well, this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. This is line to left. Swanson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Dwayne Bentz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
First baseman, number 1, Howard Haynes.
Striding in once again, Howard Haynes. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a high pop-up. Spanos will put this one away, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Neil Mathis. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Ready for another chance. Alan Wayne been a strikeout victim twice in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Mathis on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A shot down the first baseline.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Francisco Delgado, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runners on first with one down. And there's ball one.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
The 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-0. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
Looked like a four-seamer that just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Really no excuse for that. That'll go as a pass ball, and deservedly so.
He's ready now. The pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box, Christopher Turley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Bulls lead it 9-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Darren Garcia. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
This one's down to third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Missed with a slider.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Scott.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Art Sorvala comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Sorvala.
Scott Van Slyke will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Garcia at second, Sanchez at first with no outs. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Line drive to left. Swanson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. Throw won't get him.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Joaquin Dominguez, and their runners at the corners now.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Garrett Sargent. A ball and no strikes. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 home. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. In to score, the runner from third.
The batter, right fielder, Benito Quinones.
Stepping up now, Benito Quinones. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Durham.
1-1.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them. But he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full. The Bulls are in front here, 9-2. Back here for International League Baseball on the show. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Brian Yamazaki comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 3, Brian Yamazaki.
So stepping in, Omar Alonso.
Center fielder, Omar Alonso.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Sliced hard but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Standing in now, Steven Swanson. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dominguez is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.